guys thought this was orange. I guess it depends on what phone you're looking at. But it is not orange. It's red. It's very red. What's up? Tuesday night. What's going on, guys? How are you? What's up? What's up? Looks like we got some multi-cam aprons. Looks like I think this was 50 EOD crimper pouches, crimper tool pouches, tourniquet pouches, more sand socks, tool pods. I see 3 online, 3 thumbs up. I'm not seeing any comments yet. Looks to be a little bit of a delay. We have Woodland lever gun rigs. Josh, what's up, man? John Lynn, what's going on? Joseph Frazier, what's up? Amanda, what's up? Josh, you want one of these cats? I'll send it to you. Come on, let me see your face. Let me see your face. You might keep your blue eyes. Rifleman first, what's up? John Lynn, what's going on? Eight people on here. There seems to the algorithm seems to not be working tonight. Amy Lynn Jones, what's up? How are you? Byron, what's up? Mail you that cat? Oh, don't think I won't mail one of these cats to you. I could next day it over to you. Amy, we're all good here for sure. Everyone's good here. We bought more IBC totes today. We took the bars off the top, pulled the bladders out, and cut part of the front out. We're using them for firewood. We're filling them all up with firewood. You want that cat too? Notification, just the nightly refresh until live. Weird. 15 online here. Byron, yeah, they're very nice, very nice. Putting them up. We're gonna put them up tonight. Anybody wants one, you just send me an email. They're $1,500. And we're going to send them out. I think we're next daying them is how we're doing them. So they'll be signed receipt. $18 online, 9 thumbs up. Come on, guys, hit that thumbs up. Go ahead and back out of the comments and just hit that thumbs up right there. Receipt box, badass 2 pillowcases, ID, FUPA, dangler, keychain. Right on, man. Right on, single guy. Awesome. Ortiz, what's up? How are you? What are you doing? They had their shots today. That's a surgical lamp. He's sitting on the base up. Rain in Middle Tennessee. We had rain night before last night. We had some rain. I was pulling weeds today, and the gravel is, damp. It's wet underneath, so the weeds are coming out with the roots really well. But no rain yesterday, no rain today. Tay Jones, what's up? 25 on here. I need you guys to hit that thumbs up, bump that number up there. Monica, what's up? Do you watch Monkey here? Yeah, we watch Monkey Works occasionally. I find it interesting, but I also, at the same time, as I'm watching it, I remind myself every few days, it's not actionable. There's nothing I can do about it. So if I'm sitting sewing, I will listen to it. But a lot of times I just go to, I want to listen to shit that I can actually implement or do. So yeah, I do somewhat listen to it. How about the fire at Hoover Dam? How about the explosion? Be careful, guys, too, right? Like, I sent that to a couple friends, and they got back and they're like, the fire's been put out. I'm like, how do you know? And they're like, because I just started searching around the internet and they said the fire has been put out. But then I see things on Instagram saying that it was completely blown up. Many people died in the explosion. Millions without power. But then when you look it up, like, there's probably 100 postings on YouTube. They're all sharing the same video. Like, I could have reshared that video for the views, right? Because it would come up in the algorithm, and that's why people do it. But they were all just the same repost, the same 11-second video. And there was nothing, like, if the Hoover Dam had been blown up, like they said it was fully breached, right? There's flooding, people are dying. Your shit would go off like an Amber Alert. All your shit would go off, terrorists, just like 9/11. So be aware of that. Like, guys take that shit they see on Instagram and they fucking push it out and share it, but it's not true. You didn't see that about the Hoover Dam? I'm pretty sure, I really thought I sent it to you, Josh. The original 11-second clip. There was fucking tons of smoke billowing out. They said there was an explosion. I believe that to be true, but the dam wasn't breached. There wasn't millions of people without power. Alyssa, what's up? No rain, hard in Texas, proving you can grow a garden with coop water. Hate the media. Well, Amy, like, this isn't the media though, right? This is us. This is people on Instagram. And I do hate the media. Absolutely hate. Yeah, I definitely hate the media. If it was breached, the fire, yeah, no shit, right? No shit. I don't know how you would even breach the Hoover Dam. Like, there was concern that the Nazis were going to try to blow it up with aircraft. They were hanging cables across. They had fucking pillboxes. They had machine gun on Hoover Dam on both sides. The original plan was to build a fake Hoover Dam so they would blow that one up instead. Your tomatoes are banging this year? That's awesome. Co-op water. I don't know what that is. We're using city water on a lot of stuff. Has anybody noticed a significant change in the weather? It was a little cooler today. I was very happy that it was 85 degrees instead of 95 degrees. Torpedo. Blueberries sucked though. I think their late frost killed them. So we had a ton of blueberries, and then we had 6 weeks of no water, 6 weeks of no rain. So they shriveled up. Like, I ate a lot of blueberries, just like from the seat of the four-wheeler. I'd just drive past and pull 15, 20 off each one. But we didn't get any, like, last year we had a 5-gallon bucket of blueberries. A year or so before that, we had 15 gallons of blueberries. I really expected to get about 15 gallons this year. You little asshole. What are you doing? Come here. Say hello. Say hello. You will look me in the eyes. A friend of mine in Oklahoma City said it was 113. Holy shit. We're supposed to have 105 next week. Added acidity to my soil, to the blueberries. I hope that helps. It's supposed to help. Pine needles, too. Worked at Hoover Dam before. It looked like it Like a transformer fire on Arizona side. There we go. It's like spring and summer switch places. Yeah. They say that the weather patterns are definitely shifting. Like, keep in mind, like you hear about the mini ice age, the dark ages, right? That was only a 2-degree change in temperature when that started to happen. Yeah, that cat does have, he looks very cool. Those are the cats that were in the engine bay. Mom got into the fan blade and broke 2 belts. It did about $1,000 of damage in the skid steer, and it ripped her head off. There was 3 kittens. One was dead. I think it was dead anyways. And then there was these 2. This gray one, the all gray one, and then this like white Siamese looking one. Marcus Allen, what's up, man? How are you? Yeah, we didn't open up. We went in and out of town a few times. I wanted everybody to focus everything over on James. Our next event is October 1st and 2nd. We'll have around 1,000 people here. We've been doing them every 3 months. The last one we had 563 people show up to the last event we had. We also have a swales installation class, food forest class. Not this weekend, but the following weekend. So spring and summer switch. So there's a lot of, if you look at like Ice Age Farmer, David Dubine, Adapt 2030, those are 2 pretty neat channels to check out. But the speculation is Maunder minimum, grand solar minimum, like a 423-year cycle. We're about a year or 2 years away from the peak. So the speculation is that your growing zones, if you are a zone 7, for instance, you will become a 6 or even a 5. How do we come to the event? Oh, it's self-reliancefestival.com. We have camping on site, or you can Airbnb or hotel, motel. Self-reliancefestival.com. You get tickets there. And the tickets actually go up in price. So the earlier you get them, the less they cost. The videopreneur, what's up, man? How many will be at the swale class? John Lynn, I expect 100. That's me throwing that number out that I expect 100. I haven't verified. I haven't like looked at the numbers. I don't know, but I'll bet 100. Tom Garthwaite, what's up, man? How do I compare living in Tennessee versus Mississippi? Under 10 AC of land, under 10 acres of land. Tennessee versus MS. I haven't ever lived anywhere, but I haven't lived in MS. I've lived in Tennessee for 15 years now. I came from California. Don't know how it could even run. What are we talking about, Dad? Empty. That's a leather business card case. It would hold credit cards, debit cards, IDs, a few folded up bills, $100 bills in there. and a leather dumps tray. It's a very stiff, heavy ox blood. It's the same leather that's used on my restoration hardware couches. Salmon, there is a new knife. Yeah, it's right here. It's the big one, an SMF. This light, this LED light up here is terrible. Mama Bear living on a dime and a prayer. What's up? How are you? Yeah, the cockaflock. They use the best laser guy in the business. Are we seeing a lot from the left coast leaving and moving to Tennessee? Yeah, we're seeing guys from the East Coast and the West Coast moving to Tennessee. Yeah, tons of them. I think it's a little shock to them, right? They sell their house for twice the value. So if their house 5 years ago was worth $450, they're selling it for $900 to $1 million. So they have money in hand. They buy a big truck, they buy a big trailer, they buy some property, some very inexpensive property, and move to Tennessee. And then they find out that contractor won't do any work. It'll take 4 years till they can break ground. So, surprise, surprise. Frank, yeah, that's a big knife. It's one of the larger ones that Strider makes. It's the SMF Strider Military Folder. We've done 3 or 4 of those. The SNG is the smaller one. And the way you can tell is the SMF has 4 screws and the SNG has 3 screws in it. See you in October. Just bought 2 tickets. Hopefully can tell Cubby into going. If not, I'll find someone to come. Right on. Right on. We will see you then. Anything you've seen in the videos when you get here, come find me and we will go look at whatever you want to look at. Oh yeah, 4 years. Because we don't have a lot of contractors here. Like, you want to put a building up like this, you have somebody come in from out of state and put a building up. You have guys like you want to build, because they want to come here and build like multi-million-dollar homes. Because like a multi-million-dollar California home would be a $500,000 home here. I mean, not now with the prices of materials and metal kits and stuff, but everybody has come here and those guys are committed. Like, they're locked in. Like, they couldn't touch a new property for 3 years, 4 years. Like, it's taking a year and a half to get a well drilled. Josh, they're beautiful, man. I've got one sitting right here. I was just showing them. They're beautiful. I love when dudes are like, I don't have time to wait around for that knife drop bullshit. How do I buy one? Dude, you just bit your tongue off and cut your fingers off. Like, you're never fucking buying one. And then he's in that other little that fake Strider group. And he's like, who can buy one? I don't have time to wait around for a drop. And a dude's like, I'll try to get you one. No, you're not. Like, I have your name written down. You fucking have disqualified yourself. Like, if it's not important to you, I don't want you to have anything I don't want you to have this. I would take away every fucking Strider you have if it was up to me. Had to keep one. Yeah, they're nice, man. Super nice. RV living. Yeah, they're doing sheds, right? They're buying sheds. And trying to outfit them. But there's so much of that going on right now. Like a 40-foot, a 14 by 40-foot shed was, I bought a repo one for $7. I bought a brand new one for like $9.95. They're selling them for $120,000. outfitted. Now they're beautiful, but I mean, you could, if you had a contractor, if you had a couple dudes or you did the work yourself, you could build that out for 30 grand. Yoder, what's up? Zach, what's going on, man? Yeah, 120 to 160,000. Now they're beautiful. They're beautiful. You could buy those and stick them in Nashville, Airbnb them, and pay them off in a year. Enjoy what you're doing with Jack, Nicole, Billy. Wish I was closer. Where are you, man? Where are you? Come out to one of our events. We have them, like we just had 653 people here. We'll have 1,000 people here in October. And I get it. I don't go more than a state or two over ever. But people come here like from Florida, from like Saskatchewan. They come here from California. They come here from New York. So they come from everywhere. Western Nebraska, Wyoming, Colorado border. I'm at work. Missed the start. When are the Striders dropping? They're $1,500. Send me an email, and I will tell you how you have to pay. We're going to ship them. We're going to next day them. I think we're next day in them. You can buy a decent 2-bedroom RV in Texas for I know. I know all about. I know, man. I know. Now they're pretty. I mean, they've got showers and bathtubs, and that comes turnkey. You just have to run electric service to it and septic. Subway tile. I mean, they're very nice. They are. Josh Galt, what's up? Ronnie South, what's up, man? So we were open Friday. We were open Monday. We intentionally kept everything shut down. We didn't do a party. We didn't do anything. I wanted everybody's in town to see James. I wanted that to happen. But we were fully operational Monday. We were fully operational Friday. Drove down for alumni 17.5. Went half a day of training and caught COVID. I was looking forward to coming out and meeting you. Well, our event will be in October 1st and 2nd. 120 shed. Better give me night back rubs. I think the important thing to realize is that that's just the price now. Unless you're willing to do it yourself. People can set their price because there's no labor. So the guys that are still working, they can literally, it's a blank check. They can just fill in the number that it costs. And for the guys that are like, I'll never pay that, I totally get it. But for every one of those dudes, there's 100 guys fighting and bidding to pay whatever it costs to get it done right then. 3 orders last night, all 3 shipped today. Right on. Thank you for your orders, man. Iridium, what's up? I hope there will be more S&G collabs in the future. I'm sure there will. The price, but I mean, think about it, guys. Everything's elevated. Like these knives right here, right? There's guys selling. There are literally guys buying Striders when they drop and selling them for $500 more the next day. Because people, there is a limited supply of everything, and there is no labor to elevate that. I build my own even if it leans a little. Mine does lean a little. mine does lean a little. Yeah, so they're $1,500, Nick. And you just send me an email, and we will send you payment information, and we will ship these out tomorrow. Yeah, Zach, everything's elevated, man. What we're talking about is sheds, right? Tiny homes. I have a 36-foot, I have a 40-foot, and I think my other one's 40-foot also. And they're all 14 feet wide. You can get 16 by 52s also. But 14 by 40 foot wide people are taking these things and building them out turnkey, you know, with bathroom, bedroom, kitchen, 120 to 160 grand, depending on the floor plan. And they're selling the shit out of them. Maybe we should build and sell a precast concrete shelter shed and deliver, unload the crane. Fat nuts, there's buyers for them, man. If you could do even if you did a precast basement, right? If you could cast a basement to put a tiny house on top of, I think you could sell that. 7 acres in the county, in the country. I just have folks park behind the garage in their RV. Yeah, especially if you put in RV services. Home Depot selling tiny homes? I hadn't seen that, man. I had not seen that. Some of these tiny house lots have them all turnkey ready to get. Now, but I mean, they're nice. 120, 160 grand. They are pretty. I mean, subway tile, everything's white inside. They're very nice. I mean, well, they have the appearance of being nice. I haven't actually walked in them, right? There's a big difference in RVs. You know, you can go buy a pretty nice, you know, $60,000 RV, but the furniture in them is fucking trash, right? It's RV furniture. There's a difference. It's like when you buy a boat, right? And you roll up to a Donzi, and the dude, you know, looks at your boat and he's like, "Oh, Bayliner, first boat," right? There's a difference. The quality, the fit, the finish. I mean, it's just like anything. Like Teslas, the fit and finish in Tesla is shit. There's fucking all kinds of problems with a Tesla, but it's the Tesla, right? It's the biggest game in town, right? If you want an EV car, you know, guys are buying the Teslas. But if you look at the repos and shit, and you look at the auctions for the buybacks, there's nothing for sale but Teslas. Everything available is Tesla. Lone Star, what's up? Do you have codes to follow for tiny homes? We have to have over 10 acres to park a mobile home. No, we don't have any codes or zoning. No, we don't have any codes or zoning. And you could totally put that motherfucker in as a shed. I mean, I don't know where you're at or what they're going to come and inspect, but what's the best way to get rid of tomato hornworm? Go out at night with a UV light. They glow, and just pick them off of there. Kill them. The Tesla batteries catch fire. I have not seen any of that. I have some friends that have Teslas. I have a friend that's had 3 Teslas, and there's been fucking problems with every single one of them. Manchester not finished on the inside. Do you have codes? Does anyone deal with major power line assessments on their land? Bothers me, but what can you do? I don't know what that means. Word up, Russia. I don't know what that means. Like, you have high tension lines running? Like, I wouldn't live under high tension lines. I mean, you can definitely get property much cheaper if you have tension lines going across your property. Slim Perkins, what's up, buddy? Extension cords and water hoses. That's what they get. I don't know what we're talking about there. I don't know what you mean. Stay prepared and alive. Remember, prepared, not scared. Prepared, not scared. Have a plan. Work your plan. Test your plan. William Penny, what's up, buddy? How are you? Looking for a FJ Cruiser, new car time. Right on. You can hook an RV up to septic and power while working on your... Oh, I got you. I see what you're saying. I have a black OD diaper bag that came available if anybody needs one. It is not online. You'll have to send an email about it. One got a partial box got built for a customer, and then another box got built. So this one was a dead order. Crew building me a deck, 12 by 50 to the pool. Got plans to make this place nice. Nice. Good for you, man. Fucking good for you. Tension line easement. It's only on part of our 70 acres, but it slices the acreage in half, so can't really sell. Oh, I see what you're saying. Plus, they have access to it at any time, huh? And they probably come. Do they spray underneath it? Maybe not if they're high lines. Shed to process deer antelope. Very cool. Not sure if this spurred the Tesla conversation, but now you can't charge them during peak. I've seen some of that. I thought that was just California. I couldn't have one. Like just a normal weekend, like a normal Saturday, a normal Sunday. They don't have enough range for us. First time, no notification. Yeah, it took a long time to get any viewers on too. They definitely were not pushing us tonight. Down 0. Yeah, the Striders are there's. We haven't done anything with Strider that wasn't nice. They are. They're very, very nice. The artwork. So this is all laser. These are all lasered in, right? That's deep. Like you can feel them. They're like in the metal, right? And I can't tell. Like the picture on this iPad looks pretty shitty compared to how they really look. A Tesla wouldn't make it to Camden in one charge. While I would agree with that, Pierre has brought his Tesla out here. But he does have the extended battery. Is that the elastomer coating in red? No, I'm sure it's Cerakote. Are you going to take the chance to finally take a Jaeger class now? I don't know what you're talking about. Take the chance. Will Lance ever go to chickens? Probably not, man. Allowed versus able. I don't believe for 1 second Lance doesn't have chickens because of zoning. Lance doesn't have chickens because Lance doesn't want chickens. He seems to be doing well with the quail. He seems very pleased. Mystery box decals Cryptek cock finally bit the dust. Lasted years. Kevin, thank you for the $10 super chat. Witherspoon, what's up, John? Chuck Peoples, you want that diaper bag? We'll make that happen. Order my Strider knife tonight. So John, we're not putting them on the website. Dudes get on and we'll buy fucking 10 of them. We're not putting them up. You got to just send me an email and we will send you payment information. And there's some dudes that I just don't want them to own them, and I'm not going to put them on the website specifically so they can't buy them. Second grandson due next week. Oh, right on, man. Right on. Congratulations. Need to get some new SOE decals. William, send me an email. I'll send you some decals, buddy. Josh Galt, yeah, that's the idea. I haven't figured out if it's worth keeping it together or dealing with easement or cutting it off. Probably be easier to set. You'd probably make more also if you broke it into 2 pieces. Although, is there road access to it, right? Can they get to the other half of it? What'll happen to all the Teslas when their batteries reach the life expectancy? Can they be so? My understanding is that your insurance company totals them out if there's any problem with the battery. Now I could be wrong on that. I don't know the correct answer on that. I know Pierre has had 2 Tesla. I believe he's on his 3rd Tesla right now. The EV graveyards, yeah, you're starting to see that with the solar panels too. I don't know how much that's true or how much that's just like the blades off the windmills, right? There's a negative to every positive. If you put in swales and don't get rain for 6 months, will it do any good? Yeah, no, yes and no, right? Can you push water to it? Could you use city water? Could you use well water? If there's truly a concern, right? We have holding tanks here. I have a 3 million gallon pond. I have 2 ponds that are elevated also. I have some 1,500 gallon water storage tanks. I have a bunch of 300 gallon IBC totes, which are all full of water and plumbed in. We're going to put 3,000 gallon water tanks on the corners of the building. That'll give me 12,000 more gallons. So we can do it in that manner. I also have, so the rain thing, right? I have roof catchment. I have 10,000 square feet of roof, and all of my drains run into piping, and the pipes are trenched in individually to the big pond. So we had rain night before last night. We haven't had any rain in like 8 weeks. We had rain night before last night. And just from the rain off the roof of this building, that big pond is topped back up and going out the overflow. So with the swales, in the manner that we're planting them, they will also provide shade. So that ground won't get cooked as much. So that swale will stay moist while everything else is cooked. Got some potato chips, banana chip. Not sure what we're talking about. Love Strider just bought a Bastinelli. Awesome, $380. Ouch, but worth it. Thomas, my knives are $1,500. I own some Bastinelli knives. I know him. He was set up with Dwayne. I've got some of his kitchen knives. I've got a bread knife and some other stuff from him. No, not Bastinelli. I do have Bastinelli knives. I have the knives from Lucy. Right? I have the knives from the movie. They're in my safe. I'm thinking of another dude that was set up with Dwayne that worked with Strider for a little while. Ordered my ticket for the swale class. Looking forward. Mike, man, that'll be awesome, man. Mr. Ike. Microtech? No, not Microtech. Not Microtech. I own some Microtechs. I mostly own Marfiones. Are you behind in rain like this? Oh yeah, yeah. We're super dry, man. Our corn looks like cactus. It's very spiky because it doesn't have enough water for the leaving to open up and fall over like corn does. So it's not making any kernels. It literally looks like yucca plants. Solar panels do degrade over time, and the rate of degradation is exponential. I did a science project on it before I dropped out of college. Got it. I take 500 tons of, it takes 500 tons of coal to make 1 ton of copper. That's our green energy. Yeah, and look at the lithium mines, right? Why are they not mining lithium? We have a fucking ton of lithium in Alaska. Greenpeace and all these groups have sold you the idea that one day you want to go to Alaska and that Alaska all looks like a state park. 75% of Alaska looks like a desert. We have lithium, we have silver, we have copper, we have gold, we have everything in Alaska. Why are we not mining Alaska? Because we use slave labor to do mines. Nigeria, the average mine worker in an open pit mine in Nigeria is 6 years old to 13 years old. That's like that's 90% of your people there are children. What's going on in Afghanistan right now? It's all controlled by China, because China has all the lithium mines in Afghanistan. If Alaska has all that image, what Russia has on its property, I don't know what you're talking about. Any thoughts on the Hoover Dam fire? There's a dude on this live feed right now says he worked there, and it was a fire. He said he's seen fires that look just like that before. He worked at Hoover Dam. SOE makes some of the highest quality nylon gear money can buy. It damn near lasts forever. I have SO gear down zero. What's that, man? My corn didn't do so great, so I dried them to try and make cornmeal. Right on. So our crops this fall may not be very good in many places. Oh, absolutely they won't be. You should just put a lazy river around the property. Then you could water anything and it would be awesome. Yeah, there's places in Mexico, Central Mexico, Central America, and they basically, on the edges of pond, they cut these fingers, right, so that it floods, and then you harvest from the water. They just push their baskets around on floats, and they just harvest from the water. That way, those fingers that go, basically, they make the edges of the ponds with big peninsulas, and because they're on the edges of the pond, they're always, it's like the roots just wick the moisture up. And you need to mine multiple locations for solar, then supply chain manufacturing, shipping, not cost effective. So I don't do anything, they're never eco-friendly, equitable. Those are not in my vocabulary. I don't give a fuck about equitable. I don't give a fuck about green, right? I don't fucking care. And when they bombard me with these companies, equitable meat company, I'm never fucking buying anything from you. I don't give a fuck about your bullshit. If I put solar up here, it's so that I have electricity when other motherfuckers don't have electricity. And that's not really what it is. It's so that I have electricity when I don't have electricity. That's why I'll do solar. I don't give a shit about good for the environment. Don't fucking care. I don't believe any of it. I worked for a clean tech venture capital fund. Told me day one it's about money. Yeah, fuck yeah, it is. Josh Galt, right on. What's up, man? My crops are a loss this year. I'm just trying to string them along. So we don't do crops like in the ground. I have raised beds, and then I can apply shade to them. So much greenwashing. That's a good way to put it. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. It's just jumping on the board. It's like all these fucking companies change into the gay pride flag for a month. You're gay? I don't fucking care. I don't care. You walk in here holding hands with your boyfriend? Don't care. I really wouldn't even care if you came in and you were holding his dick. I would laugh at you. I would think it's funny. Like, I just don't give a shit. I don't do what you want to do. I don't care. No such thing as green energy. Everyone should watch Planet of People. Yeah, it is said that it requires 8 gallons of diesel fuel to produce 1 gallon of ethanol. Ethanol is not good for your motors. It's not good for your internals. Companies changed their logo to rainbow in all regions except the Middle East. Yeah, good point, man. Good point. Good point. Yet, Israel's the only one not fucking throwing them off roofs and stoning them to death. Also thinking about maybe trying some wicking beds. I think you totally should try some wicking beds. And when you hear wicking beds, right, it doesn't have to be IBC tote. There's lots of ways to do aquaponics. I have 7 air conditioners, 7 big air handling units behind this wall and behind this wall. And they each sit in a tray, and any moisture that is dropped, each tray has a pump, and it runs up into a PVC, into a manifold, and that white PVC pipe up there runs over here, and it drops outside into the gravel. And the pipe, we broke the pipe when we trenched in and put all the piping for the downspouts. So it terminates right outside here. And there's always just about a 2-inch stream of water. And there's gravel, and the gravel several inches deep. And the guineas and the birds shit the seeds that they eat, and stuff always grows right there because it's wet. My point to that is, all those fucking weeds that I pulled tonight, I pulled weeds for about an hour. That's aquaponics. It's aquaponics. Some of the best, the weeds on the property that do the best are always in gravel. We have non-ethanol gas on my way to work. I use it for all my small engines. We have it on pumps here. I put it in my trucks. But the reverse of me not caring what you choose to do with your life is you need to let me live mine. That's right, but they can't. They can't. Why are we letting 2% of the population dictate? And they're not even the ones dictating it, right? I believe it's distraction. I believe it's all for distraction and to get us to fight. Because if you look at those 2%, you can look, they're whack jobs, like absolutely fucking insane. Like the mouthpieces, they get the craziest motherfucker. They don't ever get an employed person that looks like they could hold a job. They get the fucking motherfucker that we would put in an asylum today. Your Wolverine shirt reminds me of John Crump, the second A news guy. Not, I'm sure that I've seen some of his stuff. I can't picture it off the top of my head. Iridium, thank you, man. What's up, buddy? Ethanol dries out rubber and components in gaskets. It also burns hotter than gasoline, wearing out combustion chambers and spark plugs. I do not disagree with you. I agree with you 100%. I used to have old gasoline sitting in motorcycles. I get a new bike. I'd get 2 bikes every year. So I would always have motorcycles sitting in the garage in California when I was a kid for years. And we would go and just fucking kick and kick and kick and kick and kick and kick. And eventually that fucking thing would run with gasoline in it that was over 2 years old, and it would spark up. When we got to Tennessee here 15 years ago, we moved from California to Tennessee with a bunch. I brought, I don't know, 15 motorcycles with me. And they, small engine, a bunch of them were small engine bikes, CRF 50s, CRF 70s, CRF 100s, dirt bikes. And they would never start. And what was happening was the petcock that would come down, the brass tube with the mesh, the copper mesh around it, it would eat those apart. It would literally disintegrate the tube. And it was the ethanol fucking doing it. When you use non-ethanol gas, it doesn't do that. Hydrogen cars, only emission is clean water. Hybrid Chevy truck got 1 mile per gallon more than regular and brake all the time. Dallas B, what's up, buddy? Release the hidden technology. Yeah. Well, I believe that they kill people over the technology. I believe that they killed Tesla. I believe they took all of his research. I think that a lot of that still happens today. Look at the guys that come out and say, I've got a car that runs on, gets twice the gallons per mile. I've got a car that runs on water, right? There's all kinds of mysterious shit that happens to those guys. Toolman Tim, what's up, buddy? Had to drop in and say hi. SOE Strider knife is so freaking sweet. Just saw it on TikTok. Thanks, man. Thank you. We are discussing the hazards of ethanol, or the woes of ethanol. A ton of farmers are planting without applying fertilizer, with the plan to have a failure and claim the insurance. Yes. Do we really think the insurance companies are all going to pay when they all fucking fail? What do I have on the hook right now for sale? Let's be a little more specific than that. I've got a lot of stuff. I have some stuff. Also builds up like carbon on cylinder heads and everywhere else. Government will never let it happen though. They'll stick to the it's too dangerous as the hydrogen. Charlie Wood, the knives are $1,500. Send an email and we will send you payment information. They're not going up on the website. When we populate the website with them, guys will go buy 10 of them. I can't get ethanol free within 2 nuts, man. We have it on the pumps here. 100% do. So many stories and paper trails of guys who invented water-powered cars died. Yeah. Look up Atlanta. What was it? Look up subway shooting. Look up subway shooting and hydrogen truck. Right. 2 of the guys that have been killed in the last mass shootings in the last year, both were like free energy guys. Pride G, yep. And Pride G is a great company too. The military uses Pride G. You'll hear Stable, Seafoam, all kinds of stuff. The government, the military, the U.S. military uses Pride G and Pride D. And you can buy a gallon of it, which I think treats up to 50,000 gallons of fuel. I could be off on that number, but I think that's the number. You can buy it at Camping World. You can buy it on Amazon. They actually hit me up and said, hey, do you want to be a dealer for this stuff? It was the cop at the grocery store I thought made water-powered truck. There we go. I believe there's 2 of those guys. Like that security guard at the store. Yes, yeah. Albert, what's up? Only place I can find ethanol-free fuel is at local municipal airport. Yeah, airports would have it. Do you have a co-op? Probably not if you're in a major city, but if you have any farming going on, they have non-ethanol gas typically at the co-op. They'll have it at racetracks, which is ridiculously expensive. We actually have Little Casey's gas station. I think it's called Little Casey's. We have a ton of them here. And they have, a lot of them have non-ethanol gas on the pump. I think you'll see the government outlaw it pretty soon, though, because they're in bed. They're bought off. They're bought off. Cody, what's up, man? Yeah, no notifications. Pretty nuts. We have a small gas station in our community called Pops. He's the only one anywhere near here that sells non-ethanol gas. The question, like with the small independent-owned fuel stations, do they really have non-ethanol? Like, how do we know? Until your shit's fucked up. They even have it at the QT in Dixon. I'm not sure what QT is. Worst thing for me is getting my hands on leaded gasoline these days. Shit's ridiculous. Yeah, man. I remember seeing leaded and non-leaded gas. I do remember that on the pumps. I remember buying $1.50 a gallon gas. X's dad said there was a guy in the 70s neighborhood, had a water car and went missing. They're everywhere, man. All the time. Look up all the holistic medicine guys. the doctors of chiropractic medicine and stuff, look up all the doctors that said, hey, we have cured cancer. And there was like 180 of these dudes went missing in a 2-year period or 18-month period. And they were all suicides, and just like insane suicides. Like shot in the left side of the head, but they're right-handed. A dude on his way home tells the wife, hey, chill the wine. I'm going to stop and grab Chinese food on the way home. And he doesn't show up. They find him locked in the trunk of his car and had driven into a reservoir, and he was shot in the left side of the head, but he was right-handed with a firearm that the wife had never seen, right? She's like, we have all kinds of guns. This isn't even our gun. And he's locked in the trunk in the reservoir an hour away from home. He was a doctor, said, hey, our patients, we can cure these kinds of cancers. Did you see the place where Biden fell on the bike is now called Brandon Fall? Yeah, I've seen a bunch of it, man. I see pictures, memes, guys are posting up with their kids like posing like dead bodies on the driveway with their bicycles and shit. Yeah, I've seen it. Cuz I have social media. Subway shooter was named Frank James. Jesse and Frank James were known for robbing and shooting trains. Huh. How much are you into permaculture? How much? I don't know. I mean, if you came in here, you would definitely identify some permaculture things. But I mean, permaculture dudes come here and they're like, yeah, this is a good site. But I don't really promote myself as a permaculture guy. I mean, Billy and William Bond are coming here. We're doing swales installation. It'll actually be a pretty big project. It'll be 4 or 5 separate projects that connect. Nick Ferguson came in, and he stays here anytime he's in town. Nick's been here multiple times. We've done property walks, and we installed 9 swales up top for fodder trees, and we've got a bunch of fodder trees growing for animal feed, for tree hay. Thanks, I do got SOE wallet on the way. Toolman, thanks, buddy. Mom gave me a quarter to fill 1 gallon of gas for the lawnmower. Yeah, nuts. 99 cents on the water at the marina. Oh, for fuel. We need a Brandon Falls t-shirt. The thing, I don't do any promoted, I don't do any paid advertising. My audience, and I'm sometimes wrong on this, right? Sometimes we do shirts that I think are going to sell and they don't sell. And then other times I have shirts that I'm like, this will maybe sell, and they just blast out like within 10 minutes, they're gone. So, Jesse James robbed a train 45 miles west called Gad Hill by greasing the track and robbing the train as it slid back down the mountain. Saw a report, Amish farmer running an SCA, FDA, and U.S. Marshals. Yes, we spoke about this last night. Yes. The ATF also went to, with no warrant, went to some dude's house, not in the hood, not where you would really go look for straw purchases, and asked to see the firearms that he had purchased. No warrant or anything. That kid at the mall made a hell of a shot and stopped a mass shooting. Yep. And your anti-gunners are very much against that. They're not focused on the turd that shot 4 people. They're focused on the kid who had a gun due to constitutional carry. Amish farmer signed an agreement, unfortunately. That kid at the mall made a hell of a shot. We read that. Saw the report on Amish Farm, read that. Jesse James, we read that. All right, we're caught up. So cool how all the cool people in different crowds are all so close. Yeah, it's 1 degree of separation. I cannot tell you how many times, I mean literally 100 times at least since I've lived here. Guys travel to go to tactical response. They come from California, right? What's that, 2,500 miles? To meet somebody that lives 15, 20 minutes away from them. It's because we have those things in common. That's why we're all in the same location. We, at Self-Reliance Festival, a man and a woman came here, met each other, and are married. People come here at Self-Reliance Festival. They stand up with the microphone and talk about it every time. They come here. They travel 1,000 miles, 2,000 miles, 3,000 miles to come here. And they meet somebody that literally lives in their same zip code. They would not have met without coming here. Lost all my guns in a boating accident. We did a shirt that says we didn't lose shit. And it's a rib, you know, it's a fast boat, like a river patrol boat. Special boats units. I saw a comment thread where chicks were talking about how the dude was also a criminal because he was carrying in a gun-free zone. But the police, yeah, fuck them. Fuck them. When you stop giving the idiots a voice, dumb shit stops happening. Got the special boat sticker on your car? Thanks, bro. Thanks. I think we have patches of that too. I think I did patches also. He's in the wrong because he was in the mall. Fuck it. How many people would have been killed had he not done that? Who gives a shit? Allowed versus able. Gun dealers must report you if you buy multiple guns in a short time. Yeah, I saw it. I watched the video. I watched it. The mall owner management said he did a good job. That's cool. Not seeing that. That's cool. Red thread, Nalgene koozies. Allowed versus able. Allowed versus able. Look at these little motherfuckers. They love that crinkling sound. He just fell off of there to hit that bar on that table. Yeah, so just don't deposit cash. But that's all. It's all about taxes, man. Don't deposit cash. Just use your cash to buy shit. Spend your cash quickly. It devalues so fast. The banking system is dying, and they are scared to death of that. You guys are not going to last in this building much longer. What fish do you have? Butterfly koi. Butterfly koi and ambrosia, like fathead minnows, mosquito fish. Yeah, the bank, understaffed. There's tons of banks where you can't even access your online banking. You go to do a withdrawal and they can't give you the money you ask for. The ATMs are not loaded up. There's all kinds of insanity going on with banking. They don't want you to be able to receive your money. They want you to put the money in, but when you go to get your money out, they don't have the money to give you. A lot of places that's happening. There's a lot of reporting on that recently. The banking system's dying. With Lightning, you don't need banks anymore, and they're scared to death of it. They can't pay someone minimum wage to answer the bank phones. They also remove person-to-person mysteriously. Well, people don't work for minimum wage. So here's the question, right? For the last 2 years, 3 years, all these people that were on rent moratorium, right? You couldn't evict all these people, but they didn't pay rent. The rent moratoriums are over with. They're not giving them free money from the government anymore, not to live on. Some states are still doing the bullshit, but not enough to live on. You couldn't pay rent and utilities, any of that shit. But these people, every place you go, everywhere's understaffed. I see posts every day in the local group here that these fast food restaurants, people are in line for an hour and then they get their food out of the fucking clown store and their food's fucked up. All the time. They have 2 employees working the whole entire fast food restaurant. That's all of these fast food places here. Nobody is coming to work and they're not able to hire anybody. So how are these people living? My theory is that many of them have died. Good video at the point on that point tonight. People still have money from STEMI, student loan, and rent moratoriums, which means more inflation to come. They don't have the money. So you believe that these motherfuckers, and who is most likely to, oh, I'll stay home and take the free money? That's also the same people that took all their shots and their 4 boosters. I think they died. I think they're dead. They don't have, you believe that they have the stimulate? They don't. They don't have the fucking money. The money was not enough to fucking even pay fucking rent. Do I put my phone in my pocket? I do. Yeah, I do. Not very often, but I have it in there right now. I also sat on my phone for years while I was driving. Right by the ball sack. Yeah, mysterious heart attacks. You have 10-year-old fucking kids in school, in elementary school, having heart attacks. That shit never happened. Incompetence and lack of motivation today from workers. It's a great time to build a business. It really is a good time to build a business. So you can have, like, if you want to start a business and you go tell your friends and family that you want to start a business, they're going to tell you, oh, the economy's bad, you don't want to start a business. But then when the economy's good, they're going to be like, oh, the economy's really good, you don't want to leave your job, you don't want to start a business. Most people can't run a business, right? Most people can't run a business. Most people can't even be a good employee. If you're a 40-hour-a-week dude, you're never going to make it as a business owner. It's never going to fucking happen. Cardiac myopathy, yep. No video, John. Frank, I see your post, but I'm also talking to a lot of people. Black screen, your phone shorted out. I don't know. Okay. Can you hear me? Yes or no? Just resigned today, go full force in the biz. Right on. Video feed, for some reason, is black. That's why the dude asked about the phone. Oh, got it. So I'm looking at my video right now, so you have audio, but you don't have video is what you're saying. Yes, I can hear you. Black screen. Oh, fuck, I don't know, guys. All right, well, I'm going to get off of here, that's why I was turning all these lights off anyways. I'm going to get off of here. And the Striders, if you want one, send me an email. You know the deal. If you don't know the deal, you're probably not able to get one. So send an email. If you don't know where to email, you're probably not going to get one. So how about this way? Can you see this way, or is this way blacked out too? I just changed to the front camera. All right, guys, I'm out of here.